Okay, let's look at the practice questions for speed, velocity, and distance. Again, this is from the teaching video 3.1, the welcome to physics. Again, make sure to try these on your own. You absolutely have to have a calculator. You have to have the formula sheet in front of you. It's really not possible to do these questions without the calculator and formula sheet. So make sure you print that formula sheet. You've got it in front of you. You're looking at it. You know, we're just starting, but already we know some of these formulas, right, through the practice we've been doing together. And of course, you have to have a calculator. This one right here, using the grasp method. Again, I've got my formula sheet handy right beside me. Going to read the question. A car traveling 1,200 meters in a time of 60 seconds. What's the speed? Okay, so grasp. So what are we given? What's required? And I often try to start with what's required. What's it asking? It's looking for speed. Find speed, in other words, VAV, right, on our formula sheet. Let's find that on the formula sheet. Might as well just do that right now so we know what we're looking for. Speed, there it is. Average speed. VAV, I need my distance, I need time. Let's see what some of the things are here. Okay, I got a distance right there, 1,200 meters. That's how this process starts. Read the question, have the formula sheet. What does the question ask? And, you know, if you can't find the formula right away, then come back over here and go, okay, what information is given? You know, you still might not be sure what formula. Well, distance is right there, 1,200 meters. I got a time of 60 seconds. All right, cool. Some analysis. Let's see if we can figure out what formula is needed. YSIS, I should spell that right. Yeah, to find speed. Yeah, that is the formula right there. VAV equals change in distance over change in time. In other words, average speed. I need my change in distance over my change in time. Write it out and say it. That's how you learn this as well, is writing them and saying them as you write it. Solve it. Plug in the numbers. Because we have this. We do have the distance. And that distance is indeed 1,200 meters. We do have the time, 60 seconds. Put the units, meters per second. Again, the divided by line means per. All right, plug it into the calculator. Again, using the numbers right in the question, 1,200 meters divided by 60 seconds. I'm going to get meters per second. Boom, 20 meters per second. Totally awesome. Fastest human, like Usain Bolt people, 10 meters a second. So yeah, it's definitely car speed we're talking about here. Paraphrase. The car is going 20 meters per second. It helps you make sure it makes sense. You know, when you write your sentence, are you giving the answer they want? Period. All right, let's look at this next one. Again, same process. Given, required, do some analysis, figure out the formula, solve it, plug it in, write a sentence. Let's give ourselves a little bit more paper here. Pull this down. A bike racer travels 800 meters west in 40 seconds. The average velocity of the bike racer is, then I have an answer looks like I've got there. So let's see if that's right. Maybe it's wrong. What information are we given? What's required? Average velocity. Find velocity. In other words, I'm going to want a magnitude, like, you know, a meters per second. Say maybe it's 10 or something. 10 meters per second west or something, right? Oh yeah, we are going west. Okay, so let's see what happens here. We're going to find V. Yeah, okay, cool. So what information are we given? D, distance, 800 meters. Time for sure, 40.0 seconds, so it's pretty exact. Oh yeah, it's actually that D, right? Because we're going west. So it's not distance, it's displacement. Ooh, be careful. Time is in seconds. And so our velocity, again, with a vector, we don't know. We don't know meters per second. Well, we do know we're going west. So at least we know that part. So that's cool. Some analysis, let's get the formula. Let's look on our formula sheet here. And average velocity, yeah, the displacement, which we've got the 800 meters over our time. Yeah, so just displacement over time. Put the little arrow for vector, VAV. Displacement, of course, in meters over good old time in seconds. Let's plug it in. Let's go to solve. And we got 800 meters west. That's displacement for sure, magnitude and direction. And over 40.0 seconds. So 3 significant digits here. That's kind of cool. Pretty sure I know what this is in my head, but let's just do it on the calculator. Be clear. 800 meters divided by 40 seconds, 20 meters a second. Well, that's familiar. This bike racer's as fast as a car. That's pretty cool. 20 meters per second, but west. There we go. You'd add a sentence. I'm going to, in the interest of time, I'll just let you kind of know that we would add a sentence. The bike is going 20 meters per second west. Fast, fast. Last one. If you can run 8 meters a second, how far do you get if you run for 11 seconds? Okay, what information are we given? What's required? I'm not sure what formula I'm going to need here. I'm going to start just with looking at given information. I have a speed, or VAV, so that's just speed because there's no direction there. 8 meters per second. And I have time of 11 seconds. Oh, okay, I'm missing distance. And how far? So sometimes you have to go through a bit of a process just to see what the question's asking. At least I did right there. So distance, you know, in meters. So M, again, distance, unknown number of meters. Well, let's do some analysis. What formula do we need? We definitely need the VAV one. So in other words, speed. And speed is going to be distance, or kilometers, right, per hour, distance over time. But we got to get distance all alone. So to get distance all alone, we're going to multiply time out. So it's going to be VAV times time. Just put this on your formula sheet, equals D, or D equals time times my speed. And it kind of makes sense, right? 8 meters in 1 second. So 16 for 2, and 24 for 3, and 32 for 4. So it's going to be 11, right? 11 seconds times my speed, right? So let's solve it. Let's make sure. Distance equals, just plug the numbers in. My time, 11 seconds, times my speed, 8 meters for 1 second. 11 times 8, hey, I know that one, 88. 88 meters. The seconds cancel out, and we were looking for that distance. So the runner, I guess it was you, but anyway, I'll call it the you, the runner. The runner goes 88 meters in 11 seconds. That's not bad, actually. Keep going. Do the 100-meter dash. You're almost done. Usain Bolt's ahead of you. He goes like more than 10 meters a second. He goes a lot further. He's faster. He's Usain. There you go. That's how to solve these ones. Go through them on your own. Solve them again, knowing the process and knowing the answer, right? Solve them again, knowing the process and the answer. Okay, take care.